Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So if I speak a little bit weirdly, it's because I just got back from school and I have a pounding headache right now. So anyways, I wanted to tell you guys a kind of creepy story time from when I was younger. Oh, also, before I start, so today I got my first fan art and I'm so excited. So this is what it looks like. I think it's fucking awesome. Like, I'm shook about it. I will be leaving the link to their DeviantArt in my description box. Thank you so much for taking the time to draw me. Honestly, I have no words. Thank you. So when I was a kid, until pretty much I was 20 or something, every year for about a month or 2 months, depending on how long my summer break was, I would go to my grandpa's country house. So the country house is on the outskirts of where we live in Italy, in Turin. So it's on the outskirts of Turin. And it was a tiny little town. I should call it a village, honestly. And I think it had less than 500 people. And a lot of the houses were very isolated. So I had a great relationship with my grandpa. And he would tell me this story about the Witch of the Woods. There were these huge woods out there. Ironically, they kind of started behind a church. And he told me that there was this witch who lived in the forest. And I was like, what does that even, what are you talking about? And pretty much there was this boulder in the forest. And as soon as you drove up behind it, because there was like a dirt path, there was a little hut. And I say hut because it was built like a house, but it wasn't built like a house today. It was very old looking and it looked like someone had manually put it together. So there was this little hut and there was this clothesline in front of the hut, and the clothesline always had different children's clothing put up on it. And so my grandpa's like, that is where the witch lives. And I was like, wait, what does that mean? Like, how do you know she's a witch? Like, what's the story? And he was saying how there was a woman who lived in that house who was always said to have done black masses, aka animal sacrifice, kind of satanic leaning masses. And what she would do is, since the church was close, she would go up to the church and instead of actually, like the body of Christ, instead of actually eating it, she would put it on her tongue and pretend to eat it, and then she would save it and use it in her devil worshipping kind of ways. At some point, we don't know exactly what happened, but kids started going to play in these forests. And the story goes that she would lure these kids into her house and she would in some way perform some kind of ritual on them that converted them and turned them into kind of minions of hers, to the point where they would go home, but they were kind of indoctrinated, possessed by something ulterior, and they would keep coming back to her every day or anytime they could. And that's why she always has the children's clothing there, because she said that she wanted to keep them clean, so their parents wouldn't know that they'd been in the woods playing, maybe getting anointed by things. I don't know. So anyways, this story, of course, was terrifying to me. It's still terrifying to me. Just thinking about it is giving me goosebumps. So what we would do is that my grandpa and I would drive up to the witch's house. And the dirt road was here, and then there was a little path, and then our house was here. So it wasn't super far, like she could easily see us, you know? And we went there, I think, consecutively for 3 or 4 days this one time. And every time we went, the clothing was different, and it had different colored socks that were very small, so you could tell that it was for a kid. And every time we would drive there, I just got the most creeped out feeling. Obviously, I was biased because my grandpa told me that story, so I was automatically creeped out. But every time we went, I just got this overwhelming sensation of wrongness. I don't know how to explain it. I just felt like something, almost like a feeling of impending doom. Like I felt like something bad was about to happen. And it was kind of a sadistic thing for me because I was really excited to go because it was gonna freak me the fuck out. But then it would freak me the fuck out and I was like, we need to get out of here. So I guess I was an adrenaline junkie even as a kid. I don't know. But the third day we drove up, I don't know if this woman had seen us driving up or if she'd been looking out the window or whatever, But the third day we were there, we drove up and we were there for, I want to say, 30 seconds before we see the door of the hut opening and we see this old fucking woman coming out towards us, and she looks pissed. And I was like, go, 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 go. I was like, I don't care. I don't want to get fucking like cursed. Just drive away. So my grandpa fucking pushed down and we accelerated and just got the fuck out of there. I remember like the dust we lifted because of how quickly we left. Holy shit. And I know that's not like a super scary encounter to, you know, like just someone coming towards you, but when you think that it's someone that has this kind of reputation of, you know, performing weird rituals that include sacrifice, that include children. I was 7 when this occurred, that, you know, it just freaks you the fuck out. And I swear I didn't sleep for a couple nights after that because I was obsessed with the idea that she was gonna find me and come to the country house, because we didn't live that far, and I was obsessed with the idea that she would find me after. I honestly don't know what my grandpa was thinking by driving me there. I'm pretty sure my mom yelled at him after for that. But anyways, I thought I would share the story of the witch since we're in the Halloween season. Also, in case you guys didn't know, I do have a P.O. box. The info is in the description down there. Thank you guys for watching.